Hello, welcome back. This is Kenshin1913 and we're Let's Playing Shadow of Destiny. In the last episode, we got poisoned again. That's right. Uh, we have to do, well, we had the antidote, so we have to do all that over again. Now, I am going to cruise through this because I won't need any energy units. And we're just gonna go see Mr. Alfred again. Yes. This is almost like a case of deja vu, isn't it? You've just seen the last episode. Or, well, maybe you haven't just seen it, but you have seen the last episode. And I was discussing about Batman and such, and Alfred. And now we are doing the same thing all over again. But this time much, much quicker. Well, one, again, I won't have to look for any energy units. Two, I won't have to grab, I'm just going to be skipping through the BS. Like no one's business. So again, energy unit. I think I should be fine if I don't get any more. Because I don't plan on warping back and forth over and over and over. So run, Ike, run! To Alfred! Tell him to take care of Bruce Wayne. And we'll kiss him later. No, I'm just joking. We're not gonna kiss him. Turn that museum into a library, or I'll kill you! Because I'm Ike. And anything that comes out of my mouth that said that anyone will change the fate for everything. That's right. That's how it works. Because if you step on an ant, you're gonna totally change the future. Just like in the Treehouse of Horror episodes, where Homer was just destroying everything, and that was the best. And then he was in the past, and he's like, "Oh, I wish I hadn't sat on that fish." And then, haha, yeah, I remember that episode. That was a good one. God, that's like one of my favorite episodes. Cause then he just travels back in time, and he's like beating everything up. And then one time he's like, the one good time period, he's like, "Oh, look, I can deal with this." And then he's like, "Hey, honey, can I get a donut?" And they're like, "What's a donut?" And then he's like, "Ah!" And he goes, and he warps back, and then, oh god, and then he just ends up with the family who like eats by using their tongue like a frog. Goes, oh god, that episode was hilarious. Actually, some of my favorite characters are like little guys that are hardly ever in. Yeah, let's look at these pictures, huh? Doesn't that look like Whistler's mother right there, but like with someone behind them? I wonder if these are real pictures that they just added into the game, like real famous pictures, or real. Well, obviously not that they're famous, but like, maybe German portraits or something. So actually, in this episode, we're gonna do a little something different. In the way that we're going to go back to the 1902 and tell Alfred to turn it back into a museum, or keep it the idea of a museum, because you remember how Eckerd was talking. We went back in time, and it was the Brom Library, and then Eckerd called us and he told us he wanted us to be at the library. Well, this time we're going to make it a museum again, so he calls us and tells us to make it a museum, in which we will get more percentages. Yeah. But yeah, back to the Simpsons, I think some of my most favorite characters are the ones who are hardly in it. Like Moe, even though Moe, he's kind of gotten a bigger role. So yeah, Alfred, keep the stash. Tell your kids to grow that stash because it's awesome.
All right.
Keep it a museum.
I guess it's decided then.
Anyways, yeah. Some of my favorite characters are Moe. Moe. Why don't you like me? Nobody likes me. Moe. I love that. I love Snake. The guy is like, alright. It seems I fell on a bullet. Oh, God. And then Hans Moleman. I love Hans Moleman. I was saying Boo Earns. No, he was saying I was saying Burns. That's what it was. I was saying Burns because Mr. Burns at the film festival was like, are you saying Boo or Boo Earns? And yeah, so he was saying, I was saying Boo Earns. Yeah, Hans Moleman's the best. I love him. And I also like Rainier Wolfcastle, man. He's the best. How do you? He's like, it was me in front of a brick wall for an hour. I forgot 90 minutes. Yeah, you know what? In this episode, let's go into the church. We'll talk more Simpsons in a bit. But yeah, we didn't see the church yet. And look, this is what the church is like. Isn't it wonderful? It's got, I forget what that style is called with the black and white, black and white, black and white. I know there's a church in Venice, and I mean in Italy that has the same kind of style. And I used to make fun of that church, and I used to say that church was a fat church because lines don't look good on, or side to side lines don't look good. Horizontal lines don't look good on fat people. And so I used to call it a fat church. But yeah, back to the Simpsons. I love Rainier Wolfcastle in the Fall Out Boy episode. I love him in the episode where the critic is there and he's like, it was me in front of a brick wall for an hour, for 90 minutes. It cost $82 million. And then the critic asks him, how do you sleep at night? On top of a big pile of money with many beautiful women. I love that. And actually, here's a funny little thing about me. Because I'm a pretty good cook, and when I cook stuff, sometimes when people are around, it's kind of funny to have them look at me cook stuff. So what I end up doing is I'm wearing my apron and stuff, cooking stuff, and when I chop onions, I actually use goggles
Go ahead
to cut
and take whatever scrap.
Because I don't really like getting that scent in my eyes and my nose and stuff, and it makes me cry. Gets me all watery. So what I usually do is put on goggles. Well, one time when I was cutting onions, I was what the hell was it? I was cutting onions, and I guess I put the goggles on too late because the onions already were getting at me. So I just recited the whole the Rainier Wolfcastle thing. I was like, the goggles, they do nothing, and it was just so funny. I was laughing to myself. I was like, this is just like Rainier Wolfcastle, except being swept away by a boiling, river of radioactive liquid. Yeah. Up and at them. No, it's up and at them. Up and at them. I love The Simpsons, man. Not as good now, but it was excellent way back when. It was very excellent. Yes. So, let's go back and see, we're almost back to where we were. How about that? It only took about 8 minutes. You got to hear some entertaining stories and favorite Simpson thingies, so that's kind of... I try to keep it entertaining and worthwhile, I guess. Or as much as I possibly can, I'm not the best at this. I'm pretty damn good, but I'm not the best. So let's look for... damn, where the hell did his house go? And, yeah, we're gonna be skipping through these scenes like no one's business. Slicing through it like it's white bread. And let's look at it. Are these Dr. Wagner's like family, or does he just collect pictures of fancy people? Even this one, look at that. Yeah, and I think to zoom in like that, you hit R2. Yeah, you hit R2. I was just looking at my controller. And so now we're down here, we talk to Wagner. I want the Philosophy Stone! Philosophy Stone. I want the Philosopher's Stone! Give it to me! And now we're talking with Margaret, and she's like, hi, everybody! I like the future! And then we're like, brah, 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 Eckerd, brah, brah, brah. Dana! No, we didn't see Dana. Let's go back to the house. Back to the house. No, you're not an ancestor. Is this important? No.
Wait a second.
You are not an ancestor. Again, very important. Cannot stress enough how important that decision is. Because if you mention that you're an ancestor, she is an ancestor, you can get 3 different endings. And if you mention that she's not, you get two of the other ones. And so we're going for the first of the other ones. So now that we did all that, she gives us the comb and the antidote. Let's go into the next. Let's warp, warp, warp. Back into the future. 88 miles per hour. Great Scott. But yeah, I'd have to say lately that I think the original Family Guy, like, I mean, I think the Family Guy is still pretty damn funny, but I would have to say, like, they are definitely a lot funnier than the Simpsons now. And I also think that South Park is hilarious. I mean, I haven't watched South Park in a long ass time, but I think South Park's really, really great. So now let's take the sea antidote, and bam, we are saved. On to the next chapter. Chapter 6, which is quite easy now, because all we have to do is, because I did most of it in the last time we played through, so this time we can just watch the amazingness that is Chapter 6. And yes, it's about Oleg not being famous. Wah wah wah. Yeah, and you can't warp the first time, which is a shame. You should be able to. And Ike, just get out of the way. Do 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 do. Oh God! Oh no! Bam! Eckerd murders Ike. Wouldn't it be funny if Eckerd put like a little Ike stamp on the side of his car, like pilots used to do when they'd get a kill? That would be the best. Oh my God, that would be hilarious. But yeah, that kill was Eckerd. The poison kill was Hugo, obviously, because he had sea poison from way back when. And obviously Hugo can't drive a car, so it was Eckerd. So now we have to go back into the 80s on a cold day in hell. So let's return there. Yay! Flying, we're flying, we're flying. Back into the cold, which was kind of like what it was like a couple days ago when it was snow. Well, at least in this game it's all snow. When it was snowing yesterday or 2 days ago now, or no, 3 days. I don't know. There was a lot of ice too. Sucked big time. So now here we meet Oleg, and he's like, I can't make movies. And then we tell him, this is what you need to do. Time traveling.
That's a pretty good angle.
And then he's like, I still can't figure it out. So we're like, how about the cause of his own death?
Cause of death, huh?
And he's like, what else? And now this time we're going to say thriller spin, because in the last time we said love story. So now Oleg's like, oh, thanks.
I'm impressed.
I can't make my own decisions and choices.
Please, don't tell.
And yeah, okay, so now he gives us the pocket watch. Now, if we continue, we can go back in time right now, but let's walk around a bit. Well, actually, I don't think we can go back in time and everything will be solved yet. Or maybe it will be, I don't know. But let's head over here. Let's walk towards the Eckerd thingamajigger. The museum. Oh no! Gunshots? Yes, someone has been shot. I think you people know who it is. And you know what? Well, I don't know what. We still haven't figured out what was going on here, but I'm pretty sure we're not going to for this one. I think we will in the next time around. So, now that we're closer to the Brom Museum, there's Miriam, Eckerd's wife, on the ground, shot dead. She's talking about her baby, and they're like, have you seen her baby? And Ike's like,
anyone see who did
I
this?
have not. They took a baby. Why are you walking with your baby in the middle of a snowstorm? Or, yeah, I'm gonna call it a snowstorm. What the hell, why not? And now Eckerd's like, did you see her? And I'm like, no, I didn't. Miriam, oh my God. Miriam, I'm so sad. What's taking the ambulance so long? Yeah, what's taking the ambulance so long? Well, maybe it's the frickin' snowstorm. Huh? So anyways, is there anything we can do for Miriam? Probably not in this playthrough, but maybe next time. Anyways, we'll continue with this story later. Bye-bye.